which is believed to be completed with the cost of Tavua College, Mr. Vinod Kumar Sharan, to present his
members of the board, the manager, Mr. Ashok Kumar, other members of the board, the renowned social worker of Tavua, Mr. Umesh Chand, who is also the treasurer of the school, secretary, other members of the board, principals and head teachers of nearby schools. I see the principal of Mahendra College here, the head of the technical college, members of the corporate sector, the head of the Yadav Division Fiji, Mr. Rajesh Chand, who is a very important development partner with Ministry of Education, contributed a lot to our schools before and after Cyclone Winston. Other members of the civil society, teachers, ladies and gentlemen, dear children, Bulabunaka to you all. Children, good morning to you all. Good afternoon to you all. Children, how are you? I'm here for you. Children, I'm going to speak to you for a couple of minutes. We're in a different era. An era where the entire success of education now will be totally attributed to how you do your work in the school system. Sometime back, in our time, if a student is not successful, if a child is not successful, then there were a number of factors contributing to child's success. Because education was placed in schools, so schools were not available. If they were available, people were not able to afford to attend the school. They couldn't attend universities, or place at a university was difficult to get. All kinds of obstacles were there. And therefore, if a child or student did not complete his or her primary or secondary university education, then the blame was not on the child, but on the contributing factors and supporting institutions, including government or the parent or the schools who were refusing to take the student. But that era is gone. In this era, if a child is not able to do well, not perform well, then neither the school will be blamed, or the teachers, or the parents, or government. It will be entirely you. The kinds of opportunity we have now in education system never existed before. And whenever I go around Fiji, visiting communities through our school system, I find a lot of bright people, very bright people amongst the community who had to drop out in those days because they couldn't afford to pay bus fare or couldn't pay tuition fee. They were turned back by the school in term 2, saying that you haven't paid term 1 fees. Or they finished their high school but couldn't go to university because university fees was too high, not affordable, etc. Numerous factors. They're very bright people in our community society. I mean, our manager here, Ashok, I think he did senior Cambridge. But a lot of these people fell victim to the circumstances, obstacles that existed in that era. Now, our entire government has opened up to ensuring that there's no obstacle for you to study and achieve your dreams. Our entire government is now converged that education is the way to guarantee a peaceful, stable and prosperous future. And that is why you see that the entire cabinet rallied behind to allocate education the largest amount of budget. 20% of the entire budget has been allocated to education. 1/5. We got so many ministries, but education ministry is getting 20% of the entire budget. No other small states, countries in the small states region, Pacific or Caribbean or the small states African region has been allocated or is allocating 20% of the budget for education. That demonstrates government's commitment to educating our children. We want to unlock the potentials that are there. There is massive talent and creativity amongst you children. A massive amount of talent and creativity out there. All we need to provide you through our teachers right amount of mentoring and guidance and support through our formal institutions so that you realize your full potential. So children, I'm here, all of us are here. The front row there, the teachers, the manager, the board, the divisional education officer, sorry I forgot to mention you and acknowledge your presence here at Solomon. All of us are here for you. Children, do you understand? Children, do you understand? All of us are here because of you. If you were not here in this school, we wouldn't have been here. So I want you to know that behind you, there's a bundle of dreams that your parents hold for you. Their success, your success is their success. Your happiness is their happiness. Imagine the kind of joy and happiness they will have when you come back home and show them your mark and your performance of how you've done in your exams, etc. So remember that you don't exist alone. There's your family, your community, entire government is behind you all. Every child in this country is our child, is government's child. Yesterday, we handed over 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday. We handed over boat and engine to schools in the remote area. Yesterday, we handed boat and engine to a school in Laos. The previous day, we gave boat and engine to a school in Kandabu, in the interior. And I said to them that this didn't used to happen before. We started giving boat and engine to schools since 2015. This school existed for 5 decades. But why were boat and engine not given to them? Because past governments treated every school facing the same set of problems. The community here in Tavua do not need a boat and engine. The students here need bus fare coupon or RSL vouchers. But the community and children in the interior of Kandavu, around the sea, near the sea, don't need a bus fare voucher or RSL ticket. They need a boat and engine so that children from one island could attend the school on the other island. This is how we have decentralized thinking in our government. We believe that we need to develop policies with the circumstances surrounding each school located in different areas, the different sets of problems. And to date, we have handed over 45 boat and engines since 2015 to schools in the interior and maritime division. There are schools in the interior where children need to cross rivers to attend school. And we have started to assist them. There are numerous other assistance that we have provided to schools in the interior and outer island which are not required by children in schools in the urban area. We are ensuring that we meet the expectations and requirements of children throughout Fiji. We don't got an education system that is tailor-made to deal with the circumstances of children, no matter where they exist. So children, we're here for you. Ladies and gentlemen, today the principal glorified my leadership, my reforms in the ministry. But I don't think I want to take the credit. I often say that leadership matters and how this school functions, which is a model school in the entire Tavua district, is dependent on the school head and the manager, the board. The school leadership decides the quality of educational delivery in the school. I'm part of a government. The leader of the government is Honorable Mahendra Reddy. If the leader is right, we all will be galloping and will deliver as per his expectation. He has set a benchmark. We all have to rise up and ensure that we meet his expectation. So any credit that we need to give out of the success of different ministries, we should rightfully attribute to Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Mahendra Reddy. That's his vision. The first leader in this country who stood up and said that to have a lasting solution for peace and stability, we first need to acknowledge that we all are Fijians. And based on that, let's start to develop knowledge as the foundation of future Fiji. Because through knowledge and education, we can equalize the entire future Fiji, where everyone can grow together. That is the model of growth and development that we have in Fiji. Ladies and gentlemen, children come from different backgrounds, different households, different social circumstances. When they come to our schools, they're all equal. We're all equal in the classroom, whether they are a son or daughter of an accountant or lawyer or minister or professor or businessman. In the classroom, they are all equal. They get the same education, they're treated the same way. And that is how we want future Fiji to be. Everyone in the society equalized through our education system and given equal opportunity to grow and prosper. Ladies and gentlemen, with this education model, with the development strategy of our government, as we roll out in the medium and long term, I see with deep conviction a very bright future and a very successful future Fiji, which is already emulated by other countries in the Pacific and Caribbean region. And Fiji is seen as a leader in the entire Pacific region. Ladies and gentlemen, it is through our leadership model of Honorable Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, as I alluded to earlier on, Tavua College is a model school. Other schools want to be like Tavua College. And that's what I want. I want every school to be like Tavua College. Every school to be like Tavua or Xavier or General College or Rishikul College. But when we have the same teachers, same curriculum, same exam papers, why are schools different? It's leadership. And I'm honored to be here today to be amongst one of the finest leaders of our schools in the Fijian education system. They have the vision. They are risk takers. They behave like a CEO. They're not simple administrators or managers. They're true leaders who have a vision, who see through, and are having a dynamic educational administrative system. They've taken a huge risk in committing 1.5 million. That 1.5 million is not found on the trees. You won't find money growing on those trees. They have a vision, they have a plan. But they want a whole, a multi-purpose whole that will address various needs of our community here, not only in the school system, but wider Tavua community. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank the management for taking the bold step. I want to assure them that they have our full support. I have great pleasure in doing the foundation laying today, and I hope a very bright future for children of Tavua under the leadership of these kinds of management. Thank you, Naka.
Ya, ini good ya. Ini ya, tuh ya. Saya udah pakai gitu ya.